the A side. Onto it they go. Adren again chiming in. Error with a headshot. It is a quick trade, but it's still GamerLegion with the numbers advantage. Norbert walks in. Oh, okay. What's the challenge? A bomb pod. Norbert with a 3K. What a way to start off the day. What a way to start off a round. You thought GamerLegion had the upper hand. Think again. Norbert hadn't had to say it yet, and that is how they do deliver in this end. IAM wants to shut down the defuse. They do block up a human shield, but it is K23.
You can't be dropping out rounds like that. K23, oh, they have Norbert playing in the midst of the action, playing up close to the chaos, and he will come out on top of it. Nealon eventually tries to chime in from mid, but he's not going to be very successful in that endeavor. Lots of damage being received by the GamerLegion squad, and Aaron might just be picking up a free kill here. Rusty adds one to the tally as well. Now, it's suddenly...
Mac 10s and Tech 9s could do quite a bit when it comes to this. Nealon on the other side of the small. He won't be affected, but he will be affected by the bullet to the skull. It is Rusty taking...
This is tricky. I mean, Aaron and Rusty are quite low, so this is still doable, but Norbert cannot afford to miss any shots here. Okay, he's got them both. Nice little flick onto the head of Rusty. But Era being the last man standing, he still does have a bit of a puncher's chance. Tech 9 in hand, he gets one. That's 2 headshots, and Era early mid-control from the GamerLegion squad, but they're not going to be doing anything special here. Moving straight into A. Oh, that is nasty.
It is indeed. Nealon takes GamerLegion haven't really pushed through. Era making his way off the cheetah. HiGHLiGHTS to be thrown at the backside, but it's Norbert to chime in onto kill on Era. GamerLegion start to gain control of the B side.
Let's see if these AKs can be put to good use, though. Not a chance, because Isaac is caught with his pants down, desperately trying to get the bomb down. If he peeks the left, he has to peek into a scout rifle. 3 players, a bit too much for him. And K23
cry out for help on Mo as he does rotate right back to the A site with the assistance of Fame. Nealon challenged. I am putting the AK to good use. MP9 could be picked up, but Norbert's here to stay. Does he peek up the right corner? Rusty pre-fires this. He's able to get one. It is GamerLegion still in the game.
And GamerLegion, they want to head on straight to B. Mo is the only man that can defend a few shots being missed, but he eventually connects on one. Fame is going to have a lot on his shoulders as he tries to step them on this push. Rusty came out on top in that regard, but some information being conveyed. He spotted the shoulder of Rusty, but he can't quite connect. GamerLegion, seems like they'll land that first shot. Bit of spam goes his way. Isaac has been taken down pretty low, but the second player coming in will be able to put him in the grave.
Legion do have the numbers, but health-wise, they have been tagged down quite substantially. Norbert with a swing, he does end up dying. IAM does collect him in the end.
I believe they get 1900 here, yeah.
K23 not ready to back away from a fight. They've got salvaged weapons. He goes for it. IAM, oh, so close. And Adrian.
IAM. Now he's trying to solidify the potential lead that GamerLegion might have carved out for themselves. And it's going to be the case unless Nealon can have something to say about it. Now the only remaining in the form of Norbert that's going to have to try to take care of this mess. IAM, does he check this angle? Yes, he does. Pretty easy cleanup. And with that smoke being deployed, I think K23 know the call that's supposed to be made.
Smart call in that regard. But you know that well. GamerLegion, they're showing us why this is their map pick, where they have better chances to win this than they did.
Oh, do they know?
It's a simple pre-fire. They definitely need to check it, and they will. It's not going to be too difficult. And now they've got 2 entrances towards the B site. One cheetah, one of the behind move. It's going to get preemptive spray down. Zero ends up closing him out. Norbert tries to do the best he can, but he cannot. Adrian on the backstab. It is shut down instantly by IAM. And now it's Era left with IAM in that 2v1 against Fame. And the bomb going down, this is really difficult for Fame to deliver, especially how Era is so close to him. He does end up getting... And during all this mid-push, Isaac is already falling towards the left side of the map. Norbert is able to hold his ground. Very nicely done. 2 kills goes his way, and he wants to put is permitted. And as Rusty was stopped in his tracks towards the B site, you can see him rotating towards it. But in the meantime, as he makes his presence known, he is going to cross. And I'm not expecting too much from him. Spray down damage, HE grenade for good measure. Does end up getting 1 kill, but that's all she wrote. GamerLegion
to go towards that point where they're adding bonus rounds, but straight on to B, the onslaught comes through, and Norbert will not be able to defend. Mo, he needs to recover.
He definitely does, and he's got the assistance of Neelan as well. He ends up falling though, so Mo is a one-man army here, and it looks like he is. Goes for a random shot. Adren does stick it, but they don't know that Era has already rotated. Flame shuts him down to 1 and 2. Time is of essence, but Fame, again with the AWP, chimes in for another.
But let's see how this round unfolds. Norbert, he knows he can spot a pixel and he can shoot right through the scaffolding. Neelan, now they've got a crossfire going. It's either 2 birds, 2 stones, or they've got nothing. Baiting him out with a Molotov, Zero and Rusty, they double it up and they get the advantage.
From them, they knew exactly how to approach it, but Mo, big task ahead of him. One shot connects into Zero, but it isn't good enough. Doubles it up, and Zero has fallen onto the side. But the AWPs aren't going to be enough. They need the M4 to follow through from Adren, but Mo through the smoke delivers. How on earth do you do that? I am an Isaac, 34 HP per player, and they're slowly but surely being closed out. It's Adren shot through the skull of Isaac to close the finish.
Maybe they just didn't have the form going. Maybe they were missing too many shots. But now things have turned up. Mo puts Sarah out of commission.
Not quite able to follow it through. Oh, that is quick. Rusty, he just jumped over. K23 on the verge of an equalizer. Mo again. He's not going to give away with that. He's got himself the AWP. The rest is just be careful here. Isaac makes his presence known. Achieving it towards Norbert's location and make things increasingly in a difficult fashion. Norbert still holds his ground. How do you even do that? And he gives enough time for Mo to peek. Ooh, that's the audio cue. They know now. And now they can spray down through the smoke if they aggress. But Zero ends up getting the kill. Neelan does swing back, getting one himself. But Rusty is here with a backstab. Nicely looking in. And they need to get themselves back on track. Lovely back for Adren. It's a spray down, putting K23 back in the numbers advantage position. Rusty, though, wants to make sure K23 in an increasing fashion. Diffuse coming their way. The boost. Oh, dear. Rusty does aggress. He ends up getting the kill. It's all down to Fame, but he's overwhelmed. GamerLegion, what a round for them.
And he needs to get picks with the AWP. Of course he does, because when you're the only man wielding the most powerful gun on the server, you've got to make plays happen, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Swing by Isaac. To be fair, that 2 down, more to go. Era holds on. Now, Neelan had a chance there. Good swing, but couldn't quite find that head. And as the B site is left open, they do move in.
Utility thrown in the mix. These 3 smokes, they can still be very useful, but Fame, oh, he narrowly had the head there. Could have almost gotten away with it too. This is where the push ensues. Flashbangs unsuccessful. Norbert, he's trying to be a menace, and he will, but he simply can't.
Maybe to recover some sort of rifle from the falling players of GamerLegion, but it's not like GamerLegion aren't aware of that. Ooh, he actually ends up peeking it. That's some damage onto Era. He's got reinforcements though, and that's his downfall. Era, there you have it. Draws out the big gun of green, and there is the kill. All down to Adren. AK now collected. The world is your oyster, Adren, but it's Era to shut him down. GamerLegion 9-6.
Don't have that many rounds to show for it. Heading on over to mid, though.
Wow.
GamerLegion, they've replicated some of the aggression that K23 did.
I just saw a stat before we get into the pistol round directly, although GamerLegion are winning quite ahead. Oh, Zero! Oh, scratched arm, you're going to talk about this, because Zero, that is a massacre! Wow, 3 kills before he ends up falling, and then
this opening on the B-bomb side is so crucial. Whether or not they get any control back in the game, it all comes down to it. That's the elbow being spotted. Neelan will capitalize, and now he's in the back lines. Can he do some more damage from here? Flashbang is great. Neelan does manage to add 1 more to the tally initially had. But when Neelan already in the back of the site, it'll be so hard for GamerLegion to penetrate the defenses. IM makes things a bit easier. Rusty. Oh, Neelan might have been the big piece of negotiation that the T-side had. And GamerLegion now approaching from 3 different angles. It's so hard for K23 to do anything. They just need to hold off on the bomb. Adren, he gets punished. And Mo, unless he can find the shot through the smoke. Oh, no, there's no way. Because he had.
We see Fame slowly making his way underneath the boost position. Neelan holding his ground. Flash out. That's a beautiful flash. And GamerLegion will take that advantage. Again, you know, the balance of going aggressive on this defensive side is the masterpiece that GamerLegion required. Isaac, he's expecting this. He spotted out Fame's weapon. It's a GamerLegion. K23 can just sit and watch, though Mo trying to make something work about it. Adrian as well wants to chime in, but it's error to shut down his...
The strategy for
GamerLegion can initiate the attack for his team. You can see that K23 want to put their forces together to get onto the A site. Isaac falls eventually, so it is only a 1-for-1 trade, giving K23 the opportunity to push in. Mo does retrieve one with his AWP, so here you have it. Zero tries to deliver. He's on the rotation duty. He's got assistance quickly behind. He's followed by a Rusty, but he needs to hold his ground against Nor, but not able to do so. 25 seconds, K23 leaving it to a very low situation. Rusty, aggressor, still alive, takes one shot of damage through the box. And now it is K23 with the advantage, luring the players of GamerLegion onto the other side of the map. I really don't know anything about them.
The American Black Bear can weigh anything from 60 to 300 kilograms, but the weight of Era getting this first frag must weigh a lot more than that, because that's going to...
Well spotted out by the observers there. There was just a little bit of a pixel for Fame to be spotted from, and Isaac does end up retrieving the kill. GamerLegion, because Era, he's having his sights towards Mo. Oh, no. No, Mo.
It might simply be too much. Oh, no. Era. That's not a kill you're supposed to be giving up.
Because right now, K23 haven't quite allowed them to know where exactly they are. Oh dear. Isaac misses his shot, and that is Fame to capitalize upon that mistake. And I am, in that process, delivers onto Norbert. But he's caught with his pants down. Adren, he'll aggress, he'll receive the kill. Even though Fame dies across the map, it's yeah, it's like they're asking for it at this point.
The plays that GamerLegion are making right now, because these little bouts of aggression, just like that one that I am just showed, they're
as well. K23, good cooperation of utility, get them onto the site, and it's utility that will get them back into it. Rusty, I am both chiming in with kills. They're already on the site. Error from across the smoke delivers on his end. Fame ends up getting one, but that's all he's getting.
Their track record of not really being able to do much with a smaller buy and not having the impact of Mo on the AWP. I'm starting to doubt it a little bit. Hold that thought. That's a Deagle and a Tech 9 coming to site. The bomb will be joining them from mid as well. And the additional player on the flank in the form of a Duran, that makes things even harder. Could this actually be doable, Pavlos?
It really could. It could go either way right now. But
GamerLegion. This smoke is too much.
No! Zero! He misses the shot. How does that even... It's just 2 buy rounds away, basically. Rusty now with the pistol. Can't really do too much about it. It's the AK shots that just reign supreme over the pistols and give K23 this round as the K23's attack towards the B site. Directly onto it. Zero is the only man to defend it. Ends up getting one, but not a bit quick to react, and it's smoke to give them some extra space. HQ grenade likely to do quite a bit of damage. Norbert walks out of it just in time and wants to challenge. IAM hides between it, but IAM swing is victorious. GamerLegion do have the numbers. Rusty, peekaboo. You're not going to allow them to stay too long with that bomb, are you? This is your round for the taking, they shout. GamerLegion, they're on the verge of closing it. With Fame left all by himself, they know exactly where he is. They're going to hold the defuse. They've got the kit. Or do they? I don't think they do.
Watching GamerLegion versus K23 on map number 1. Ancient went the way of GamerLegion, and it's once again Wild Deity and X-Warrior to bring you the action. And
K23, they can just take their way towards the A site and just deal with this one player that is Adren. Now moving in, Adren does deliver on his side. Adren now peeks out, not quite retrieving it, falls back to safety, but now he's got reinforcements. Mo coming in from behind, but Zero finally closing out Adren's life as they do enter the A site.
He's given up his position. K23 now want to move straight into the A site. They're not looking very coordinated as they do it, but Nealon getting the first kill makes things easier. Mo walking right in. Hera's been unchecked, and Arrow will deliver. GamerLegion, I am first man in charge. He's got the Mac 10. He spotted out the player in Fountain, but they do not check the boost early on. Nealon, he gets away with a free frag, and now they've got to make the kills happen. The CTs are so close, and Mo is making a mess as well. Adren once again on the boost. It's like GamerLegion.
But they are getting closer and closer to the GamerLegion. They're closing in on them, and it's getting very, very pressuring. Era and Zero both chime in with kills. It's down to Zero, spraying Adren very low. Draws out the pistol, but needs to turn around because just behind the smoke, K23 are lying. There comes the first kill. Could have been the second, but wouldn't have been able to side of apartments. Good shot from IAM. Adren out of the equation. Could be a rifle collected, though Mo wants to make sure that that is not the case. Could also see Fame walking into position. Swing out, error again, delivers. Oh dear, this is getting troubling. Could this be the topsy-turvy? Bomb drop, they have exactly everything they need. All the information, Fame. Oh, that is too tough. One too many angles, right? Tries to bring things back. This does mean he's getting himself a second. Rusty looks to peek out, but no, not yet. Swing, they know exactly where the two remaining players are. They can just play behind it. They can just play around it. Rusty finds one and finds a second one as well. That is immaculate.
Let's see if K23 can do something with their limited weaponry. They've got nades primed up. Oh, Fame. He had the unorthodox angle, tried to use the verticality of it, but he's only good for one. Immediately traded out, flashbang to assist. Norbert up close and personal, M4 in hand. The smoke will work out for him, and suddenly K23 once again.
Zero will aggress to try and get an advantage against Mo. I think he will be able to do so. Okay, if they play this slow, but they can't really play it slow. They don't have too much time. Oh dear, Dren, he's just delayed it 10 seconds.
Not enough
time. I don't
time.
think he's got time.
Yeah,
he doesn't have time. That is it. Woo. No, he's going to go for the kill instead. Make sure that he can salvage the AK, but man, that is not... But it's the A site they want to approach. K23 looks like they know of this. Already a rotation coming in from Norbit, and Mo's on quick pursuit as well. Zero with the Deagle does chime in. This could be doable. They just need to make sure they can deal with Mo and that distance. Zero with the Deagle as well does chime in against Fame. And now it's a two, but is collecting from. He's slowly inching in. Spray down from afar. Mo ends up getting down low, but it's Zero the first to fall in that fray. IM again wants to join the party. 2 kills as goes his way. One Deagle shot should do it, and there you have it. What a round from GamerLegion.
They're sending out a feeler. They expect something like this, so Era will be the one in charge. Bait it out. Gotten one player on the board. USBs firing rain. Zero taking a sweet time, and he gets the fifth kill as well. Made it look pretty easy. I mean, he's been hitting that. Fame. Great position for him to have, but Rusty, he's immediately retaliated. 2 kills around the corner. Rusty, he's done so much already for the team. Watching a player around the smoke, but now he's anticipating for Nealon to come around short as well. That's 1 kill being taken away. 1 headshot connects, and Norbert will be back in the grave as well.
Error, Isaac, Zero, both, all 3 in a position where it's not that great, but they do aggress Rusty with an HG grenade. Does end up killing off Fame. Rusty again doubles up with his own M4 and SIM to aggressively push onto the site. Nealon with the M4 again on the backside, trying to make things happen.
Can buy his own gun. At the very least, the utility simply won't be there.
See, it turns out that we haven't seen too much of that monochrome line for GamerLegion in that regard. Fame and Mo. Ooh, quick retaliation. Okay, it's been a back and forth.
For any duels on the A side itself, as you mentioned, they danced around them, just circled around them entirely. And Rusty, he keeps delivering. He's the gift that keeps on giving. It is Christmas time for Rusty, even though it's the middle of the, well, at least for me, it's the middle of the summer. Not sure if that kind of prowess can turn up suddenly on the server when they're right around the corner from double digits, but it's still
on a tactical level as well. They haven't been reading the rotations correctly. Ooh, okay, that's an interesting boost, and it turns out it goes in favor of K23. One of the only 2 rifles on their side having impact, but Nealon makes sure that, well, make sure that Nealon is no more. Norbert out of the question again, but still.
If you gotta have 1 man on the job to take care of this bomb site, it's gotta be Mo. And he's going to show us exactly why. He's got on the first frag. Does he check Hobbit, however? Is he going to have the extra awareness to make sure that he's able to dispose of Rusty as well? Audio cue not given. Rusty's starting to aggress, and he catches him in the back. Rusty is a man. Just that, over and over again. And Mo being caught like that, it's gotta hurt. And you know what, Pavlos? This entire game hasn't just been GamerLegion.
That is the case. I'm just wondering how they perform on the CT side, you know. So far, so good. 10-5 is the best that K23 can hope for. Line up there, double swing, and it's K23 that come up on trades. Rusty are currently approaching from Zero. He's spotted out a player, but it's a spray down from a Dren to close his life onto with Rusty with a molly. Onto the back of site. As soon as they do aggress, flash out Mo. Does he pull the trigger or does he wait? Fame is able to hold his ground. Isaac on top. Ball will eventually be shut down by Fame as well. Difference maker though. They've got plenty of money to keep things going. AK-47s all across, and they are giving space towards mid and short. Adrian though holds his ground. Not to be traded out though. Mo is there for reinforcements. Mistakes from GamerLegion. Mo again with a nade that could be damaging for IM. spray down. Mo, ooh, there you have it. AWP shot onto him. That's a 2 against.
Most of their weaponry saved. But this flashbang that Fame has potentially ready could change things immensely. Mo is not expecting the vertical angle. Flashbang avoided. 25 seconds still remaining. And Era is trying to isolate duels left and right. The Molotov will force him out of position. And now Adren needs some help. Fame doesn't quite peek out in time, but because he's there on the bomb site for this long, there's no way they don't check it. Oh, Era! Ooh. He's pre-fired it, and there's ample time to actually get the bomb down. It's all going to come down to whether or not Norbert can have something to say in the matter. Comes through, doesn't quite connect the shot. It's Rusty remaining, last man on the site, and he will be taken down. What a valiant effort, but it
just converted a first kill into round win. 5 out of 5 times so far. They want a first kill here, but K23 aren't giving them that. They're the ones to deliver. They're the ones to go aggressive, but it's a quick trade from IM.
And IM will double it up as well by taking Norbert out of commission. 0 adds 1 more to the tally. They will be joining each other very soon. Shot connected. Not enough time to scope in for the second. But Nealon having repositioned here, this might just work. Not quite expecting it, but 0 still comes out on top in the duel. That's 11-4, but this is where the call has been made to push right into B.
Oh, Isaac now on the backside of things, instantly the man to fall. I am again chiming in. From the last round, he was a difference maker, but Wally B again, Rusty does end up falling on the other side of things, that they did want to capitalize on their position, shutting them down. And Dren, it's going to end up being a trade. 2-1-3 favoring K23. They do not expect Era's position, though, and that is a bomb dropped. Oh, dear. And on the other side of things, IM is being challenged onto Cathedral. He ends up winning out on Go Down. IM aggressive, spots out Mo, and they both watch each other. Mo actually goes aggressive
back into this game. Not quite speeding into it just yet. But look at this, Norbert not expecting GamerLegion to go for that.
Can do a lot of damage into the lineup. They do hide away as they do approach, flash out. They want to get himself quickly. Isaac in between the smoke, waltzes around it, doubles it up as well. The Rusty hasn't quite made his mark just yet, but Era with a recovered Galil has changed the tide. Adrena's all by himself. He's got a Mac 10. The smoke will dissipate, and 0 will be able to collect him. It's a topsy-turvy.
An instance like this. 14-5.
I've seen it happen before.
Oh no, that just makes things worse, doesn't it?
Players on towards the A site. This is difficult. This is tough. 0 there to deliver, and there he's got reinforcements from Rusty as well. Not only Rusty, he's got IAM as well. Fame again. Ooh, on the backside of things, Era does retaliate in time. Mo, poor much as his team would have liked him to, and soon he'll be greeted with a bullet to the back. To the back of the face, that is. GamerLegion on map. They just can't afford to make any mistake, and right now we're not seeing a team that has unfaltered. Quite a lot of mark into this nade. Quite a splash of damage across the board, but it's Era again to chime in with a kill. Norpa finds one. Maybe this is their chance if they find aggression towards them. Nealon as well, finding himself to the backside of the pit. They can gain control of the site if they manage to pincer one of them in. Rusty ends up dying. I am still holding his ground, ends up getting close to Adren. It's a matter of who emerges from the smoke, and that is Adren. So it's down to Isaac. At this tier of play, you know, you can't really play around K23 from losing, and yeah, you're right, because this angle could be covered. This is they're looking at each other, they're smooching each other. K23 though, Norbert has enough of them and bites his opponent on the lip.
These shenanigans though, they're going to be heading on over to the B side instead. IM is able to catch one before he backs off of the boost. Gets caught in the back. Rusty, that pre-fire doesn't really do him too many favors. And now, Era and 0, they want to hold on to these weapons once more.
People 4K. I'm not quite sure. I'll just hold back from making assumptions here. I've lost track. At
that point, I couldn't see the game for a second.
Weird. Okay, but Mo, if you can't see it right now, Mo has just obliterated IM. K23 have a chance on this, but Era with his own AWP is able to bounce back. Now, the other side of the map, as the smoke falls, I imagine he'll want to get back on rotation. They need to win out on this next trade, but Mo is there to find it. Era ends up falling. It's all down to 0. The spray down needs to look grand, but it doesn't look like that, does it? Fame is so darn low, still alive to tell the tale. Neil goes out for the swing, and he ends up victorious.
They can turn up with Deagles, and I feel like that's all they've done today. They've been coming up with Eagles time and time again. Just
7, and then it was 15-14. Then barely didn't get into overtime. So I'm still like sort of worried because we've already seen a comeback like this before. And K23 is no slouch. Now, the only AWP onto the side of K23, GamerLegion has already done a lot of damage. Boost from Isaac is very impactful. And Rusty's position yet to be compromised. Oh dear. I heard that or no, and I think... oh dear, he's got a big task here. He's all by himself, 1-on-2. They haven't checked the angle. It's a lazy peek spray down from Mo has to spraying out. It's 38 seconds. It's a 1v4 for Mo. And as well, Rusty will be directly impacting his first shot. Oh, and it's a leg as well. That's the worst case scenario for him. And GamerLegion, they do fall victims to a 3-round...